The individual page speed and your overall site speed scores on Google's Page Speed Insight tool are very important metrics to Google in terms of ranking a website, as page speed is part of Google's core web vitals for assessing web pages for performance and ranking. If the loading speed of your website is very poor, your site will take way longer to fully load, and you'll have a very high abandon rate and bounce rate, which in turn leads to lower search rankings. Therefore, finding a way to massively boost or increase your page speed score close to 100% should be your most important mission after creating a new website on WordPress. Luckily, hosting your website on Cloudways already gives you a huge advantage. This is because your Cloudways hosting automatically comes with the awesome native cache plugin called Breeze. Visit the link in the description below to get your free trial on Cloudways. With the Breeze plugin, you can massively boost your page speed scores and make your site faster. And the best part is, it also works on non-Cloudways hosted websites. With Breeze, you get built-in Varnish server-level caching support. In a few seconds, I'll be showing you my personal best settings for the Breeze Cache plugin that will enable you get very high page speed scores of between 94% to 100% on Google Page Speed Insight tool. Note that you can actually test out these settings yourself and iterate till you get the best performance scores possible without breaking any functionality on your site. But for the purposes of this tutorial, I've already done the tedious testing part, and here are my recommended settings. Before you start, please consider taking a backup of your entire site just in case something breaks during this process. Search my video on how to use the plugin called Updraft Plus to back up your entire site for free. Now, let's dive into my recommended Breeze plugin settings. Step 1. Install and activate the Breeze plugin if you don't have it already. You can open the plugin by hovering over Settings in your website's WordPress dashboard left sidebar menu and clicking on Breeze. Under the Basic Options settings, enable or activate Cache System. Leave the mobile cache option disabled. In the Purge Cache After field, type in 30 minutes. Purging the cache this frequently will enable your readers to always see the most updated version of your website content. Next, enable or activate gzip compression. Enable or activate the browser cache setting. Enable or activate the Lazy Load Images slider. Under the Lazy Load Images options, you'll see a slider for iframe lazy load. Enable the iframe lazy load setting. Enable the video lazy load slider. Also enable the native browser lazy load slider. Enable the cross-origin safe links slider. For the cache logged-in users, leave all of them disabled or turned off. We're done with basic options setting. Go ahead and click the Save Changes button. Note: always purge varnish cache and internal cache in Breeze after saving each setting, then check or monitor the current page speed score. You can find the option to purge varnish cache and internal cache in the top menu navigation of your WordPress dashboard. Next, click on the File Optimization settings. Under the File Optimization settings, enable or activate the HTML Minify slider. Under the CSS settings section, enable CSS Minify. Activate the Font Remain Visible option. Enable the Include Inline CSS setting. Enable the Combine CSS. Leave the Exclude CSS field as is. Under the JS settings, enable the JS Minify setting. Disable or turn off Include Inline JS. Enable Combine JS. Leave the Exclude JS field as is. Ignore the Delay JS Inline Scripts field, and also ignore the Delay All JavaScript field. Now, go ahead and click the Save Changes button. Purge the varnish cache and internal cache in Breeze after saving each setting, then check or monitor the current page speed score. Next, go to the Preload settings. Leave the Preload Web Font URL field empty. I'll show you how to preload your fonts via another method in the next steps. Next, enable the Preload Links slider setting. Under the Prefetch of DNS Request field, make sure these URLs are inputted in the field, one per line. Note that there must be double forward slashes before each URL. To copy these URLs, visit the blog post for this tutorial in the description box below. Finally, click the Save Changes button. Purge the varnish cache and internal cache in Breeze after saving each setting, then check or monitor the current page speed score. Next, for the CDN setting, Cloudways Breeze supports Cloudflare Enterprise and offers one-click integration. This is even faster if you choose to create a server on Cloudways' autonomous auto-scaling auto-load balancing service. However, if you're already using Cloudflare to host your DNS records and linked it to your domain name provider like I do, I don't think you need to worry about the CDN setting here at all. Finally, go the Varnish settings option. Make sure the Auto-Purge Varnish option is enabled. Leave the Varnish server value as is and click the Save Changes button. Purge the varnish cache and internal cache in Breeze after saving each setting, then check or monitor the current page speed score. Now, there are two more important steps to do in order to fully finish optimizing our page speed. The first is either installing an image optimization plugin such as Imagify, or manually optimizing all the images previously uploaded on our site, including any future images to be uploaded on the site. Always reduce the actual image size to fit the width of your website. For example, instead of uploading a large 2400 pixel wide image, first reduce the width to about 850 px. Then convert the image from .jpeg or .png into .webp file format. There are numerous free converters you can use online. .webp format is a lighter file format recommended by Google. And finally, like I promised, I'll show you an easy way to preload your local and web fonts. Preloading the fonts greatly help and improve page speed scores. To do this, hover over the Appearance menu in your WordPress dashboard sidebar. Click on Customize, then General, then Performance. Then load Google Fonts locally. Then make sure Preload Local Fonts is also active or enabled. And done. Now, purge the varnish cache and internal cache in Breeze for the last time and check your final page speed score. As you can see, there's a massive boost and improvement from where we started. To optimize your website speed using Cloudways Breeze plugin, consider hosting your web property on Cloudways Autonomous Server. Doing this will give you additional speed optimization boost from Cloudways Autonomous inclusion of Cloudflare Enterprise, which greatly helps with its content distribution network integration. More about Cloudways Autonomous. Cloudways Autonomous is a fully managed WordPress hosting that auto-scales to meet the needs of your growing business. With Cloudways Autonomous, you get unlimited CPU and unlimited RAM for all the plans. You're only going to be charged at the end of the month for the amount of visitors you're receiving and for the hosting disk space. With Cloudways Autonomous, you no longer have to worry about traffic spikes, servers, or scaling. The benefits include hands-off hosting, auto-scaling, consistent uptime, drive traffic to websites without any fears of downtime, accommodate concurrent users without losing speed, be prepared for sudden traffic surges, eliminates the need for constant monitoring, and you get security at scale. Plus, Cloudflare Enterprise is added to your Cloudways Autonomous package, which gives you an additional layer of speed optimization right off the bat. This has been the step-by-step tutorial to increase or optimize your WordPress website speed using Cloudways Breeze plugin. Thanks for watching. For your free trial of Cloudways hosting, click the link in the description below. See you on the next video.